So Ludo came just before lunch. I managed to trap Ida about half an hour before he said I'm coming. I didn't trap her in the coop. She didn't trust me this morning. And so she was right. So actually in all, I trapped her in the run. She wasn't in there for long by the time he came. But we've had a Vincent van Gogh moment. As you can see, I don't know where she is. I'm going to leave you here whilst I go searching, but she's not a happy sheep. I found her. She's in the dark, hiding at the back of this shed. Sorry, you're on a tripod, which is why I'm a bit crooked. There, you coming? So her ear tag has been, I'm not really sure how it came out, but she's got an injury to her ear. There was a struggle. And quite a bit of blood because ears bleed. We sprayed it with disinfectant. She's looking amazing, apart from the ear. Let's see if she'll come out because I'm going in. You're going to show everybody how lovely you look. Just having a pee. Cool. That's a long pee, isn't it? Huh? That's better. Oh, her ear. That's the best view I've had of it so far. Ida. Not talking to you. I hate you. I hate you. So yeah, not a very good. I mean, he did a good job, but she started to put up a fight and would have ended up running off with still half her fleece left on. So I'm not really sure how it happened, but I think the tag got caught and ripped off her ear, so it doesn't need replacing. So that was Ida. Did you get a view? So Mark probably hasn't got any internet whilst I'm down here with the phone. So it was a bit drizzly this morning. It's brightening up now. I'm a bit tired after the excitement of watching the election results. I didn't watch any coming in really, apart from the first count, which was it Blythe in Northumberland, or was it two of them up there that compete with each other? I only saw that one come in. I didn't watch the others. But then I spent yesterday morning watching, you know, the handover of power, and then spent the afternoon watching the new cabinet arriving one after the other up Downing Street. And it was so lovely to watch so many women coming up. The first female Chancellor of the Exchequer, a female Deputy Prime Minister, very deserving of her, Angela Rayner, very deserving of her post. Disappointed not to see Emily Thornberry, and it looks like someone else has taken the post that she might have had, and I'm not really sure what that decision was about or why, and I will be paying attention and seeing what the pundits say about that. I think it's somebody called, who I didn't know, Chris McFadden, who's taken the role that she may have taken. Yvette Cooper, many women. I think there's 11 women on the cabinet, on the front bench. Are they on the front bench of their cabinet? I don't know. It's going to look very odd, very unbalanced in the Commons on when I watch it, which will be PMQs maybe on Wednesday if I remember. I've not watched it, as I said, for so long. It was Boris. I couldn't bear the lying and the braying and the arrogance and the just completely out of touchness. I'm looking forward to something a bit more grown up. Fucking grow up. I think they can do that. The only problem is Nigel Farage has a seat, and he's just a heckler and a distractor. Very humiliating scenes from him and Widdicombe and several others at the end of, you know, when they left European Parliament, when Brexit was, I can't remember what part of Brexit because that took 3 or 4 years, but as they were leaving the European Parliament, they were just so embarrassing, so fucking arrogant. So there's going to be him being an arse, but he's just a small fry. He's nobody really. He's just a motor mouth. So hopefully, what I like is there is just this very quick and very smooth handover of power. You know, not like in the US when you have your election in November and the inauguration in January. And you know, there's nobody going, oh, I won. No, you didn't. Yes, you did. No, you didn't. Yes, you did. Somebody didn't understand the electoral system over there. Didn't understand that when he went to bed, there was still lots of counting going on. Didn't understand the postal votes and just called it all fake. So yeah, I quite like watching this. There's just this, you know, as soon as we all wake up, I can't remember how long it was after, but Rishi Sunak came out, made his speech, apologised, took the blame. Apologised and took the blame. Take note of that, you orange piece of shit. And then they drove away, drove to the palace, met with the king, which was a first, the king dealing with the coming and going. Met with the king, off they went. Keir Starmer goes in, meets with the king, and arrives at Downing Street, goes in and immediately starts work. The cabinet start coming in one by one, and by yesterday evening, when I'd lost the bloody internet, which really pissed me off, we'd lost connection to the internet for the rest of the evening from about 7 o'clock, or 4G or whatever, however I'm attached to it, I really don't know now. he'd cancelled the Rwanda plan, which was just amazing. It was like he knew what he was intending to do and walked in and did it. And very decisive, no farting around. And what I'm hoping is that there won't be, I have in my mind the picture that is often taken around the table in Downing Street of the new cabinet, of them all around the table. And all I can see is the Tory, the photo of the Tories all looking fucking pleased with themselves. And I'm hopeful that one, they don't um, have a photo like that, or that they have one that looks like these are people that are going to work. I'm sure they're going to work. I'm sure they started working yesterday. They've had plenty of time to plan their moves, plenty of time. All of them, most of them were already in the shadow cabinet. So they just are continuing the roles that they were doing. So they should be, the good thing is they should be on top of everything in their department, and they just have to liaise with the civil service, because it's the civil service behind the scenes who run the show. The civil service are the ones that supply the information, find the information, research the information, and tell the cabinet ministers what they need to know. So the civil servants don't move on; they've stayed. So everybody should be able to hit the road running, which is really pleasing. I heard of another money making thing, and I can't remember what it was now. Another way that they will be able to draw back some money. I noticed briefly when I had internet last night, and I haven't looked again, that Thames Water are running out of money. Well, tough fucking shit is all I can say. Take some of the money back from your shareholders. Stop paying yourselves such big salaries. I do hope something happens about that. Yeah, the thing about stocks and shares, when I was younger, is that there wasn't a guarantee that you would make a profit. If you bought shares in a company, you weren't guaranteed to make a profit. But it seems nowadays that all these shareholders, they just keep getting money thrown at them. They don't go through the highs and lows, they just have the highs. Well, take some money back off them, and don't go capping at them to the government, because I don't think they'll give you any money. This government is not going to give you any money. Oh, I'd like to be there. I would like to be there, actually, come to think of it. Yeah. Anyway, tomorrow we have to decide. Well, I don't have to decide. We don't need to decide. We know what we're going to do, but the country needs to decide, and I just don't know. I don't know how that's going to go. We will see. That's all I can say. We will see. So I better go back up now. I'll see if I can find Ida on the way up, and let Mark have the internet back. Thanks for watching. I'm going to pause you. So this isn't the end, but it could be. Laying in the sun. You got over your shock. Do you think you'll be all right? Am I forgiven? That's better, isn't it? That's more comfortable without all those. It was very tangled around her neck. It had got really dreadlocky, and I could hold big clumps of it over the last week. So I think it took him a bit of time just to get round her neck, which may have been the problem. She'll be fine. It's really difficult to. Oh, what's going on? Huh? Really difficult to find spray. We had spray down there, disinfectant spray, but it had got pierced and had all come out in the bottom. What's going on? Huh? She's falling asleep. So that's it. So it is goodbye now. Let her go to sleep. Hopefully by the time it's time for bed and bread time at bedtime, she'll be okay. Thanks for watching.